All right, you guys. So I'm going to teach you the next step of what you need to go to do your e-binder. So this is my e-binder, but you all can change the image here. Instead of saying together apart, you can upload a different image. You can write something different. You can personalize it as much as you want. But before we get into personalizing, I just want to show you some basics. So classes. So right here, notice it says period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should say period 6. I think someone, when they made a copy, might have changed my classes. So I'm going to go ahead. The first thing, I'm going to go to pages, and here are my classes. And I am going to click here, and I am going to, sorry, I am going to add a page. And the name is going to be period 6. My period 6s. So classes is the page, and all of these are my sub pages. So, but if you notice, so on class number 1, I renamed it AVID, but notice right here it still says period 1. So if you want it to say AVID instead of period 1, you'll come over here. So you have insert, pages, and themes. You're going to want to be on pages. You'll click these 3 dots here, go to properties, and then change it to say AVID. Done. And let's say now it says AVID here and here. And let's say my second period, I have econ. The second semester, let's say I have gov. So then I would go to properties and I would rename that gov. So there's a couple different ways that you can use this binder for your notes. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways, and you decide what you want to do. Okay, so you're going to go to the insert button, and the one I would use most likely is this one right here. So you click this button, and maybe you would say focused notes. So I'm going to change this to Spanish because I don't know any things that you guys talk about in Gov Econ. So I'm going to change that to Spanish, go to my pages, change the properties, and change that to Spanish. And let's say we're Spanish 1, so we're going to do that. We're going to say Spanish 1. Okay, so let's say this is going to be focus notes on AR conjugations. So let's say I took my notes, and right here, I'm going to click here, and I'm going to take my notes from my drive, and I'm just going to choose any random document. I don't have any, obviously, Spanish 1 AR notes right now on the ready, but I'm just going to go to my templates, go to my focus notes, and I'm going to pretend in my focus notes template that I took it on 2-column notes, and right here I'm going to click insert. So now anytime I want to go study for my focus notes, all I have to do is click on that little open in a new tab, and then there you go. So if you want to, every time you have new notes that you want to add, right, you take your notes within your computer, within Google Docs, within some of these templates, and then you link them here. So basically this is like the portion of a 3-ring binder under the Spanish tab. And let's say I have, again, go back to insert, and then next week we do focus. We can just say notes, or we focus notes, however you want to write it. Focus notes, ERIR, verbs. So then I go here, go to my file, I find my ERIR verbs. Again, I'm going to pretend they're in my focus notes area. And so then I will upload them. So you can literally have just one after the other, and if you're okay, now it's time to it's the following week or the following day, and you want to insert another note because you take notes on vocabulary. Perfect. You can have it all live there. So that's focus notes. But you know that you get more than just focus notes in a classroom. You get vocabulary lists. You do projects. So you can do it like this and just keep having a running tab. If you want to then insert, let's say, project for Spanish 1. And let's say your project was a Google slide, you can go find your Google slide to have it up here. So you have all your things in one area. But this can get pretty messy because it's not all your focus notes in one area, all your teacher handouts in one area, and all your projects in one area. So I'm going to delete these. So this is, again, option 1. I don't necessarily recommend this one just because me personally, I think it can get kind of messy. So I'm showing you how you delete this. Actually, I think there's a better way to delete it right here. Yeah, on the side, you can delete the whole box together. Okay, so this is what I would do if I were you. Go to your pages, and then we're going to go to AVID. Actually, we'll do it in Spanish. You right-click, or you click on those 3 dots, and you do add a subpage. And maybe this page is going to be focused notes. And then I'm going to add, you want to add it from up here, and let's say this one is going to be teacher handouts. You don't want to do a subpage from right here, because if you do that from here, I'm just going to show you, it's actually going to be a subpage from the focus notes. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So when you make a subpage, you want to make sure you're doing it from the folder. And then lastly, I would do a subpage that says projects / just projects. So then when, let's say, it's time to take focus notes, you still do the same thing I just did. You insert, you can do focus notes on whatever topic and do exactly what I just did right here, and you upload your focus notes. But then when you're done with focus notes, and let's say you're like, oh, you know what? The teacher gave me a vocabulary list and I want to have it live here. So you just don't have so many random documents in your inbox. I'm sorry, in your drive. You just click here. Again, this is the main one I would use. And you click here and you say vocab list. And then you go to your Google Drive and then you upload it. Let's say you are working on a project and the project is Casa de mis sueños, the house, a dream house. And you would upload your project here. So everything will live in the same place. This will be very, very helpful. Okay, so now let's talk about templates. So now I've taught you how to change the image. Again, you can upload a different image. You can decide that you want to add a picture of yourself here. If you don't think you need the AVID monthly agenda linked here because it is in Google Drive, you can change this up. If you're not going to use this student digital binder, digital planner, you can delete that. This is very helpful, the student calendar and the links. And if you just want to leave it like this, you can. Okay, so now templates. So here the templates live. So focus notes. So here are all the templates that you can use for focus notes. So let's say I'm going to open that up. I am going to do my AR verb notes. I'm going to fill in my topic and objective, my name, my class, the date, the essential question. Remember, if the teacher does not give you the essential question, you fill it in yourself. You take your notes, blah, 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 blah. You ask your questions, blah, 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 blah. You do your summary, blah, 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 blah. For those of you who have not been in AVID before, we'll explain the focus notes. Then, so this is AR verb notes. So you've taken them and you've used the correct format. You go to your eBinder and you want to make sure you go to your pages, right? You want to make sure you're in Spanish and focus notes. You're like, you know what? I want to upload my AR verb notes. So I am going to do this. AR notes. Go here from Drive. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know where that document just went. So let's try that again. So I'm going to go from my Drive. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can search. So it might be good for you to save it within a specific folder because it doesn't look like they give. Oh wait, sorry, they do right up here. I'm glad that happened. So AR verbs. I don't see why it's not pulling it up. I'm glad I'm videotaping this just so. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. I'm glad I discovered that with you. So my Drive, if you don't see it right away, you can use this arrow, go to recent. And there it is, my AR verbs. So, and then I'm going to insert. And now my AR verbs are there. So this is just some suggestions on the way that you can do it. The main thing to remember is this binder is basically a place where all your documents can live. When I'm going to do a focus note check, when I'm going to do a TRF check, I'll be looking within here. So please, again, decide how you want it to be organized, but I can't stress enough, I really suggest that, again, look, sorry, just one other thing. So you notice these ones don't have subfolders yet. This one does. So this arrow, this point, and so you can just click on that and you can go directly to focus notes. I, again, would definitely do focus notes, teacher handouts, and projects. If you think you'd want to add another thing, you're more than welcome to. And let's say you want to actually you did like notes, and let's say you want to, you have class 3 days that week, and so you want to do notes day 1. Maybe it's the topic is boot verbs. Boot verbs. So it's going to be all an irregular. So the way I did that is, again, I just went to insert and I chose that I want 3 images right here instead of just 1. And then it can be notes day 1, notes day 2, notes day 3. You can just embed them all and then upload your notes for each day. So there's many different ways you can use it. These different layouts are here for you. Another thing you can do is you can, if there was a really great, so another sub-page you could do is you could do, actually this could be in teacher handouts. And actually maybe we name it teacher handouts / resources. Let's say your teacher gave you a really great YouTube video. You could go to your teacher resources, and let's say you want to do a YouTube video, AR verbs. Let's see what happens. I'm searching. That's the best one. I have no idea. I don't even know what it is. and you selected it. And then right there, you have a great teacher resource or handout that you've embedded in your binder. So there's many different things you can do. Anyway, I will stop there and thank you so much. So, one thing I just wanted to add is I know that we just talked a lot about having teacher handouts and a section, like we talked about having a section for your focus notes. However, I do want to stress, I still think it's very important for you to have, like, for example, I just created this folder that says 2021 school year, and for you to have your 5 or 6 classes right here, obviously with their names, like AVID, GovEcon, whatever classes you're taking, so that you can still have notes that live within here. But so you don't have to go to this and this and this to get to your notes. All you have to do is go to your eBinder and everything is there. Lastly, at some point, you want to publish it. When you publish it, um, you just click. This is not the normal screen I see. But yeah, gonna want to go ahead and publish it. And the first time you publish it, they're gonna ask you to come up with a name of your. It can be whatever name you want to. So I guess, yeah, that's the new publish. When you have more than one thing to publish, it's kind of like the save button. So you're gonna want to make sure to click that every time. But like I said, the first time you click it, it is going to ask you to come up with an original name. For your binder. Alrighty, that is all I have. Bye.